The Evening Echo Boys. The Cork Evening Echo was first published in June 1892. Both its sister publication, the Cork Examiner, and the Evening Echo reported on the major events that happened in the city of Cork, and in particular that have shaped the business and commercial community life in the city of Cork. Unlike its sister product, time would be of the essence in order to get the Echo to the general population. The Cork Examiner had been sold in shops and newsagents across the city and county. In the early life of the Cork Examiner, supplies were delivered by various modes of transport: trams, trains and horse and cart. It was important that copies of the Evening Echo would be made available on the streets hot off the presses. Hence the birth of the Echo Boy. In the early days of its publication, it was mainly sold by young men. It was also mainly a family tradition. Some were very poor and were glad of the opportunity to help them and their families to make a living. From my own perspective, I recall the Echo Boys gathering in Bowling Green Street, where the Echo was dispatched in the early afternoon. Their job was to make sure the echoes would be into the hands of the readers in a matter of minutes. At the height of its sale, there were 80 to 90 Echo Boys. They ranged in age from 14 years to 60 years. The Echo Boys sold an average of 12,000 copies of the Echo daily. I remember one of the younger boys, Gerard Daly, who was known as Robot. The Echo Boys were very hard-working and were very loyal to one another. Some of the older boys that I remember were John Kelleher, who sold his wares at the Coliseum corner on McCurtain Street. Another well-known Echo Boy was Michael O'Regan, who had 2 pitches on Patrick Street. Michael sold the morning newspapers in front of AIB building near the Cork famous statue clock at the top of Patrick Street. His pitch in the early evening was at the junction of Princess Street and St. Patrick Street, which was then known as Cavendish's Corner. Michael sold papers for over 50 years. Many Corkonians of a certain vintage remember the Echo Boys with a deep fondness and recall their chant, Echo, Evening Echo. The Echo was a deep tradition in Cork households. One of the best pictures was the main gate at Ford Motor Company on Centre Park Road. The Sunbeam and Savoy were also good stands. The Echo Boys were vital to the sale of the Echo. The proprietors of the Echo arranged a break for the Echo Boys annually in the summer. They went down to the seaside to Ringabella for sea, fresh air and to have a break. The Echo Boys Club was also set up to help promote the welfare and well-being of the boys. Cork City Echo Boys, as I said earlier, sold over 12,000 copies. The Echo Boys in latter years were organised by Johnny O'Malley and later by his son Donal. Johnny owned a pub up in Wolf Tone Street where he also lived. The Echo Boys Club was near the Holy Trinity Church on Father Matthew Street. As time progressed, the number of boys selling the Echo reduced. Some were made to stay in school and hence better prospects in life. Again, I recall Johnny Kelleher and Michael O'Regan. Michael died in the recent past and was given the honour of his funeral procession being driven through the streets of Cork on Patrick's main thoroughfare as he was on his way to his place of rest. 50 years on, we live in an age where news and newspaper are online and can be purchased for a subscription. The Evening Echo is now a tabloid paper and can be purchased from mid-morning. There is only one Echo Boy now in Cork, David Hogan, who sells his wares outside the GPO, and David has sold the Echo for over 40 years. A lot of the Echo boys have now gone. The older ones have died. I can only hope that those who are still alive have moved on to a better and brighter things. Sadly, newsagents have diminished also, and Cork city centre is at a great loss due to their demise, when Cork came alive to the chant of Echo, Evening Echo, mid-afternoon, Monday to Saturday.